welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something I think a lot of us can relate to. It's about speaking English, but not just getting the words right. It's about sounding, confident, natural. We all know that feeling, don't we? Where you kind of understand everything, but actually talking, it just feels blocked.
Yeah, that hesitation or sometimes just feeling a bit shy or confused even definitely trips people up.
Totally.
Yeah.
But the source material we looked at, well, it offers a really interesting perspective.
It really does. The main insight, I think, is that getting that natural flow doesn't necessarily mean burying yourself in like huge grammar textbooks or learning super long words. It's actually much simpler. It's about everyday practice, the kind of conversations you'd have easily with friends or someone in a shop, maybe a teacher.
So making it less of a big academic thing and more just talking.
Exactly. Less like an exam, more like, well, just chatting.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit because that sounds potentially game-changing for anyone feeling stuck. We found this great, really practical example in the source material. Imagine you're at a shop. You just want to buy a pen. Simple, right?
Right.
You don't need some complex sentence. The material suggests just like basic useful phrases. Things like, excuse me, can I get a blue pen? Pretty straightforward. Or how much is this? Essential stuff.
Absolutely.
And maybe, do you have a gel pen if you need something specific? But here's the clever part, I thought. The advice isn't just use these in a shop. It's practice these exact sentences, like with your friends or family.
Yes, that's the key bit. It's about building the muscle memory for conversation.
Muscle memory, okay, like how athletes trained.
Precisely. You repeat these small, useful phrases over and over. They become automatic. And when the basic structures are automatic, your brain, well, has more space, right? More bandwidth to actually focus on what you want to communicate, not just struggling with how to form the sentence.
That makes so much sense. So you're not constantly translating in your head.
Exactly. That's really the path to sounding more natural in just, daily life.
And speaking of daily interactions, the material also stressed how we speak, not just the words. There was even a word of the day included, which I thought was neat. It was polite.
Ah, yes, polite.
Defined simply as being respectful and kind when you speak. And the example was perfect. The shopkeeper was very polite.
It brings in that social element, doesn't it? Confidence isn't just about grammar accuracy. It's also about how you interact, the sort of tone you use.
The whole package.
Yeah, a more holistic view of communication. But, the big question for people is often, how do you fit this practice in? Life's busy.
Right. It can feel like just another task to add to the list.
Well, the material had a great practice tip for exactly this. Super simple. Just take 5 minutes every day. Look in the mirror.
In the mirror. Okay.
Yeah. And pick any simple topic, what you had for lunch, a place you want to travel, anything. And just talk in English. And crucially, this is really important, the advice is, don't worry about mistakes. Just speak.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
No correcting yourself constantly.
Nope. The goal isn't perfection. It's just fluency, getting the words flowing. If you think about the bigger picture here, it's all about lowering the pressure, making it a consistent, low-stakes thing you do.
Like a private practice space. No judgment.
Exactly. You're removing that fear factor, which is often the biggest hurdle.
That's actually brilliant. Just 5 minutes talking to yourself about anything. It really flips the script on traditional language learning, doesn't it? Focus on doing it, not doing it perfectly.
It really does. And there was this wonderful analogy in the source material that just sums it all up perfectly.
Yeah. What was it?
It said, learning English is like learning to ride a cycle. Practice every day and you will get better.
Oh, simple as that.
Simple as that. It's about consistency, not intensity necessarily. Just keep pedaling,
So thinking about the listener now, what does this all mean for you? I think it means maybe letting go of that need to be perfect before you even open your mouth in English.
Definitely. Start small. Be consistent.
And lean into those everyday chats, maybe using one of those simple shop phrases we mentioned, even just practicing it in your head first, or saying it out loud to a friend like the tip suggested.
Yeah. Keep smiling, keep speaking. That was the closing thought, wasn't it?
It was. So maybe the provocative thought for you today is, what's one tiny practical step from this deep dive you can try? Just one thing. Could be the mirror trick for 5 minutes. Could be trying that shop phrase. See how it feels.
You might really surprise yourself how quickly it starts to feel less like learning and just more like talking.
A great place to start.